or on our mat. And just drawing awareness to our breath. So I thought a lot about the last week, I'm sure as you have, and one of the things that I thought would be helpful in our practice this week would be a grounding practice to just reconnect ourselves a little bit. With all the uncertainty going on, I'm sure there's a bit of sense of being a little bit ungrounded to some degree, just trying to find our footing, if you will. So today's practice is going to be centered around grounding, both physically, mentally, grounding through our breath. So maybe you'll think of that through our practice today, and I'll be obviously cueing you to do as much. So finding ourselves, if you want to lie down on your back with your knees bent and your knees knocked together, that's comfortable, or you can extend your legs out onto the mat, or feel free to sit down on your mat. And let's just begin to breathe. Maybe find a little bit of length through the spine. And we'll just take a few nice, easy breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe your eyes are open, maybe your eyes are closed. And let's take this moment to check in. Check in with our physical body. Just notice anything that's happening in the body. Notice if your knees are creeping up a little bit. Maybe allow them to rest and soften a little bit. And check in with how you're feeling. Maybe feelings that might be kind of drumming up that you might want to just notice. Just take into our sphere of awareness. We're not going to judge anything. We're not going to place any words against it. Just notice the sensation, the emotion, maybe some tension if you might feel anything, both physically and emotionally in your body. As you continue to breathe in, begin to notice where the breath lands. And just see if you can breathe in and draw awareness to the depth of your breath. Notice perhaps where you can soften in through the face. Maybe the jaw, perhaps the throat. Perhaps releasing the tongue from the palate, and perhaps separating the teeth a little bit, just to allow the jaw to just soften. As you breathe in, let's begin to deepen the breath a little deeper. Perhaps notice if you can draw the breath into the belly, and then draw the breath out of the nose. As you breathe breathe out, perhaps notice if we can allow the body to create some roots here. Create some sensation of grounding into the earth. Maybe you'll begin to notice the softening of the sits bones, maybe a softening of the pelvic floor, a softening of the shoulders as they begin to droop a little bit away from the ears. And just begin to enhance the sense of softening as you exhale from any part of your body that allows itself to feel a little heavier here. Think of your body as water, and the water that's being put into a pot of earth, and your body sets itself into the earth and just slowly seeps down. Maybe invite that sense of drawing down towards the earth. There's almost this sense of opening as you do that. If thoughts are coming into your mind, allow them to flow. We're not trying to block anything here. We're just allowing to create awareness to our present space. So simply observe the thoughts. Reconnect back to your breath. Allow that to be your focal point. If a thought comes in and you draw your awareness away from where you're breathing, come back to your breath. Now let us breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, and into the heart. Feel the expansion through the torso. As you exhale, allow the heart to drip down in, allow the rib cage to fall in, and allow the belly to draw up. Inhale, pull the breath into the rib cage, and then the heart. So we're trying to fill our capsule, if you will. And as you exhale, release any tension. Allow your sits bones to really secure themselves down towards the earth. But then also notice if you can draw a little longer through your breath. So as you breathe in, you're finding a little bit of length. The sacrum and the sits bones, are settled into the earth. But then you're growing tall, filling up your capsule. And notice if you can, as you exhale, allow the sits bones to settle in, allow the knees to soften. And if you're lying down on the floor, we're also allowing our body to melt down and towards the earth. Think about creating this really nice imprint, if you will, of your body into the earth as you allow your body to seep down a little deeper. I'm going to take 2 more deep breaths here. Perhaps let's begin to blink our eyes gently open. Just in beginning to invite or re-invite our surroundings around us. If you're lying down, perhaps come up into an easy seated position. If you're in an easy seated position, stay where you are. Now if you notice, I'm propped up on a meditation cushion, and this is really comfortable for me, so feel free to do that as well. Just softens a little bit through the hip flexor. So you could take a pillow off the couch or a blanket if you have one that you can just quickly grab. So sitting up onto your sits bones, maybe offering the legs a little crisscross, allow the knees to drip down to the floor. Let's begin to lengthen the crown, and as we breathe in, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. We're going to breathe in, press the palms together, and release with a nice cleansing breath out. So breathe in through the nose, and breathe out through the mouth. We're gonna do 3 more like that. Breathe in and breathe out. The next 2, breathe in and think of the tension leaving the body. Last 1, breathe in and breathe out. Hands come to heart center. Gently bow your head towards your hands. Lift the sternum and let us set our intentions for our practice today. What do we need today? Maybe this idea of grounding will be one of the themes in your intention, or maybe it's something else. Maybe today you just want to breathe or just be here in the moment. And then as you're ready, release the hands, guide them up towards the sky. Shoulder distance apart, you're going to pull the shoulders slightly down. We're going to rotate towards the left side and guide our chest towards the left knee. Place the right hand down onto the knee and turn the gaze beyond the left shoulder. Lift up through the sternum. We're coming into our first twist of the day, so we want to really take care that we're lengthened through each of the vertebrae. And then as you're ready, turn your gaze beyond the right shoulder, so opposite shoulder. And then come back through center. Release the left hand, guide both hands up towards the sky. This time, pull the pelvis away from the upper body. Draw the pelvis down towards the earth. There's a little bit of that oppositional sensation. Rotate towards the left side, guide the left hand towards the right knee. Right hand reaches down towards the earth, and we twist towards the right side of the shoulder. Lift up through the sternum and create space within the vertebrae, keeping the pelvis nice and anchored down towards the floor. Turn the gaze beyond the left shoulder, lift up, find a bit more tall length in opposition. Pelvis stays nice and anchored, you're lifting up through the heart. And then as you're ready, come back through center. So both legs are going to be crisscrossed. We're going to inhale, sweep the hands right in front of us. We're going to come into a gentle seated forward fold, coming down forward. Guide the hands down towards the earth. I'm actually going to take myself off this pillow. And I'm just going to allow myself to, we're going to come down into our forward fold. Good. So if you want to rest the forearms down on the floor, if that's available, go ahead. If you want to just reach a little deeper with the hands, reach a little bit further away. Now think about drawing down through the low back. You're going to give your shoulders a nice little stretch, the low back a little stretch, and just let the heart bow down towards the earth. And for a moment here, notice the palms of the hands pressing down onto the earth. Ground into the hands. And then as you're ready, walk your hands back through center. Restack the vertebrae, lengthen through the spine. You're going to uncross, your front leg is going to open, your back leg, and then you're going to recross in the opposite direction. So the back leg is now front, the front leg is now back. Same thing, open up the arms, reach up towards the sky, pull your pelvis away from your upper body, exhale, come down into our forward fold. You're going to notice it's going to feel a little different. Again, feel free to reach your hands a little long, let the heart drip down towards the earth, soften the shoulders, find a bit of length through the low back. Soften in here. And then as you're ready, walk your hands back through center, restack the vertebrae, and bring yourself up. Good job. Now we're going to come up onto our all fours. So come onto your hands and knees. Tops of the feet are going to rest onto the top of the floor. And the hands are going to rest right underneath the shoulders. As we're thinking about grounding, we want to keep our hands nice and wide and just really spread them out so you can press the palms of the hands and the tips of the fingers right into the floor to create this nice sensation of stability underneath us. Let's begin here. We're going to curl our toes under. We're going to come right into our downward facing dog. So press the feet down into the floor. For today, let's open up the feet nice and wide. Draw the hands away, the shoulders away from the ears. Press down through the heels. Maybe alternate pedaling the feet one at a time. Now I just want you to allow your body to freely move here through the hips and through the shoulders. And just allow this to be a real organic movement here. So feel free to kind of sway your body side to side, just in a safe manner, just creating a little bit of gentle movement here. Also allow the shoulders to kind of create a little bit of, I don't know, a little fluidity, if you will. And then as you're ready, we're going to come back through center. Draw the heels down. We're going to hold for 5 breaths. Now during our practice today, if there's ever a time you feel like you need a rest or your wrists are tired, come down onto your knees and draw yourself into child's pose should that feel comfortable and appropriate. Now notice the connection through the sole of the feet, through the hands. Notice the weight of the body rushing into the heel of the hand, thumb, and the pointed finger. Soften the wrists, soften the elbows. And then as you're ready, turn your gaze up between your hands. You're going to walk your feet right towards your hands, coming to the top of your mat. We're going to meet in a forward fold. Allow the crown of the head to drip down towards the earth. Feel free to bend the knees to support the low back. Allow the hands to reach down towards the earth. We're going to grab hold of our opposite elbow. So right hand to left, left hand to right, and just simply rock yourself from side to side. Softening the low back, crown of the head reaches down towards the earth. Take a moment here to really savor the sensation of letting go. This is quite a powerful pose to just allow the body to be. Also a great pose to think of your thoughts dripping away and out of your mind. So let them just seep out, let them come into the earth. Let the earth absorb whatever you need to let go of. Take your breath. And as your pendulum swings from side to side, let's come back through center. Release the hands, and I want you to grab hold of the opposite elbow, but this time bring the back arm forward and the front arm back, and you're just going to switch the grip. And then come back into your pendulum, side to side, soften through the shoulders. And then as you're ready, slow your pendulum down, allow the hands to seep down towards the earth. We're going to inhale, coming into our Ardha Uttanasana, into our half arch. Draw offer the heart forward, lengthen through the crown, shoulder blades reach away from the ears, and the belly pulls up. As you exhale, allow the body to reach all the way forward. Maybe offer a little lengthening through the back of the legs. And then inhale back into your half arch. Ardha, lengthen, offer the heart forward. And then exhale, forward fold. Just guide your heart down towards the earth. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, begin to articulate, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way to standing. Keep your chin tucked into the very last minute. Circle sweep the arms up towards the sky, press the palms together, exhale down to heart center. And just see where this pose lands in our body right now. Notice how this feels. Notice if there's perhaps a little drawing of the upper body down towards the earth, feeling that connection through the soles of the feet. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart. So if your eyes are closed, begin to blink them open, turn your gaze forward. And we're going to begin to lift the toes off the ground. So guide the toes, lift them up towards the sun, and begin to notice the 4-point connection of the feet beneath you. So as we're thinking about this theme of grounding, I want you to ground in through the heel, in through the ball of the feet. Notice the 4-point connection, each of the ankle corners of the foot. Toes are lifted. Now if you can, spread your toes as much and as wide apart as you can. And then plant them down onto the ground. And just notice how this feels. Notice the sole of the feet. And as you're ready, lift up. As you inhale, guide your hands up towards the sky. We're going to grab hold of the left wrist and lean over to our first side bend. Anchor into the left hip. Open up through the side body. Inhale, come back through center. Guide the right wrist over to the left. Press down through the right foot. Inhale, come back through center. Open up the shoulders about hip distance apart. We're going to pull the belly in and swan dive down towards the floor. We're going to come into some half sun salutations to warm up our body. Inhale, find yourself in Ardha. Lengthen the back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive it down. Lengthen the back, pull the belly in. Inhale into Ardha. Place the hands on the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. We're going to go through 2 more like this. Exhale, lengthen the back. Come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen the back. Bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to move right into chair. Inhale, bend the knees. Circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. You're going to shift your weight slightly into your heels. Come down into chair. We're honoring our shoulders and taking care of them today. Place the hands forward if that feels a little bit more appropriate. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, extend the body. We're going to go with a little bit more speed now. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky, reaching tall. Exhale, come down into your chair. Drift the tailbone down, draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, extend the body. Exhale, swim the arms all the way down. This time we're going to come into our forward fold. Inhale, back into your Ardha. Draw the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the right foot back and then meet the right with the left. We're going to come into our full expression of our sun salutations. Find your plank, find your downward dog. Inhale, roll your vertebrae all the way into a plank position. From here, we're going to bring our knees down to the floor and tuck our elbows in as we exhale, come down to the floor. Circle sweep, roll the shoulder blades back, pull up. Coming into your first cobra, your first back extension for the day, be gentle. Exhale, come down, curl the toes under, come into your downward dog. Take 4 breaths here. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, we're just building some heat here. And then as you're ready, shift your weight into your left foot. Guide your right foot up towards the sky. You're going to draw your right knee in towards your chest, lengthen the back, and then plant the right foot forward. Find that low lunge, maybe offer your right foot a little bit of help. Shift your weight into your right foot, come back into your forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, come back into your chair. We're going to do that full expression 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Take the inhale, coming into your half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take your left leg back, and then meet your left with your right in downward facing dog. Good, hold here for a breath. Inhale, roll through your vertebrae, find your plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, tuck your elbows in, come down to the floor. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, come down. Curl the toes under, find downward dog. Take 4 breaths. Now notice the grounding of the feet, the hands. And then as you're ready, shift your weight into your right foot. Ground the ball of the foot, take the left leg up to the sky. Bend the left knee, draw it in towards your heart. You're gonna plant the left foot all the way forward. Bring the right foot to meet the left foot, forward fold. Bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, come down into your chair. Shift your weight into your heels. Drop your shoulders if you need to. And then inhale, extend the body, bring the palms together. Exhale down to heart center. And let's just take a moment to notice where this pose feels and lands in our body. I'm gonna take a little quick swipe of the screen to make sure everybody's okay. Remember, if you have questions, you're free to just reach out, please ask. Good job, everyone. Okay. Now we're gonna move into our moon salutations. We're just gonna begin with the half moon salutations to begin. We're gonna inhale, guide the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the belly in, come down towards the floor. Bring the right foot back. Now, as you find yourself in your low lunge here, I want you just to reach through the heel. Allow the heel to create a little bit of length through the back of the foot and through the back of the leg. Allow the hip to just drop. Now bring the right foot down to the floor, place the top of the foot on the floor. Notice the top of the foot of the right and the left foot anchoring into the floor, creating that nice connection with the earth here. Lengthen the spine. And then curl the toes under of the right foot. Lift the right foot up. You're going to shift your weight forward, come back to forward fold. Inhale to come into Ardha Uttanasana. Find your half arch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, this time come into your chair. Shift your palms, bring your palms together, twist towards the right. Bring your left elbow to your right knee and open up the chest. Inhale, bring both hands up towards the sky. Press the feet into the floor. Pull the pelvis down towards the earth. Lift the upper body up towards the sun. Exhale, pull the belly in, lengthen the back, come down to forward fold. This time, take the left leg back. Reaching into that low lunge. Reach through the heel. Open up the left hip. So you're just trying to find that edge here. Find that edge through the heel. Create a little bit of length through the back of the leg. Drop the left knee down to the floor. Rest the top of the left knee onto the mat. Guide the heart forward. Allow the hip to open. And then as you're ready, curl the left toes under. Lift the left leg right up off the ground. You're going to come into that low lunge. Shift the weight forward. Come back into your forward fold. Inhale, find Ardha. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Press the palms together. Come into your chair, and this time draw the right elbow towards the left knee. Twisted, seated chair. Inhale, press the feet into the floor, extend the body. Now we're going to move into the full expression. We're going to add a little bit more to our sun salutation, moon salutations. Exhale, lengthen the back, pull the belly in, come into that forward fold. This time, Ardha, find your half arch. Exhale all the way down. Bring your right foot back. Find that low lunge, draw right through the right heel, open up the hip. Then plant the right knee down to the floor, top of the right foot rests on the floor. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. We're going to allow gravity of the pelvis to reach down towards the mat, pull the belly in, but meanwhile you're also creating length through the spine, so we're not collapsing here completely. There's this oppositional sensation. Right hip opens, and then exhale, bring both hands on either side of the left foot. You're going to frame the foot. You're going to curl the right toes under, lift the right knee up. Bring the left leg back and meet in downward dog. Now, we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. If you need to rest in child's pose, by all means go ahead and take a moment there. As we're thinking about grounding in our practice today, begin to create this connection with the hands, the feet. Feel it. Feel the soles of the feet onto the earth. Feel the heel of the hands, the fingertips. If you're in child's pose, perhaps come back into downward facing dog. And then this time we're going to shift our weight into the left foot. Guide the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the right knee in towards the chest. Plant the right foot, maybe give it a little help. Open up through the left hip, find that edge through the heel. Drop down, reach the heel away from the upper body. Drop down to the left knee, rest the top of the foot on the floor. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Again, pull the pelvis away from the upper body. Pelvis comes down towards the earth. Upper body reaches. Let the left hip open here. Take a breath. And then exhale, frame the front foot, curl the left toes under, lift the knee. Guide the left foot all the way forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale into Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Palms come together and rest at heart center. Notice where this pose lands you now. Now we're going to move through one more moon salutation. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit. And please feel free to go at your, if you want to slow it down a little bit, by all means go ahead. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Draw the belly in, lengthen the back, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg comes back. Low lunge, reach to the heel, create your edge. Drop down to the left knee, rest the top of the foot, circle sweep the arms up, coming into your kneeling lunge. Draw the pelvis down, reach through the hands, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, frame the front foot. Curl the toes of the left, lift the knee. Bring the right foot back, come into downward dog. Rest in child's pose if you want to here. And breathe for 5 breaths. If you're in child's pose, come into downward dog. And then as you're ready, shift your weight into the right foot. Inhale, guide the left foot up towards the sky. Bring the left knee in towards the heart, and you're going to plant the left foot all the way forward. Give it a little bit of a nudge if you need to. Reach through the edge. Find your edge to the right heel. Drop the right knee down to the floor. Rest the top of the foot. Inhale, circle sweep the arms up towards the sky. Drop the hips, reach the upper body. Take a breath. As you exhale, bring both hands on either side, framing the left foot. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee. Bring the right foot all the way forward. Find your forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, extend the arms. Place both hands at heart center. And just take a moment here to observe. Good. Now I'm going to face the camera and I'm going to come onto the long side of the mat just as we go through our balancing series. So today's practice, we're going to do tree pose. I'm just going to adjust the height of my camera for a moment. We're going to start off with tree pose. There are different options for tree pose, as you probably know. And tree pose is like the perfect grounding posture. So let's begin with the left foot. And you can, if you want to, raise the toes just to get that, again, that sensation of the four corners of your feet. And then just draw a little bit of weight into that left foot, really establish your grounding. Now, tree pose can be at your ankles. Maybe this is enough for today. It can be at your shins or above the knee. And wherever you want to guide your foot is really perfect. Keep your pelvis nice and aligned and lengthened. The torso is lifted, the belly is pulled up. Play around with your hand placement. Now I really encourage you here to let go of any thoughts of, oh, I'm so wibbly wobbly today. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just notice. And maybe today our right foot isn't on our inner thigh or on our shin. Maybe it's just holding our ankle. And remember, no matter what tree you are, you're perfect. And maybe your hands are up towards the sky. Maybe you're resting your hands on your hips. Really find your version of tree. As you anchor in through the left foot, so I'd like you just to soften the body. Quiet your mind. Focus on somewhere in the room that's not moving. Now from here, release your hands to the side. Open your palms. You're going to guide the right knee so that the hip and the knee are, I'm going to come to the side, are at 90 degrees. Another challenge to balance here. So reestablish that base beneath you. Maybe it feels a little wibbly wobbly. Remember, it's okay. Now we're going to take the right foot. We're going to kick it back. I want you to visualize something that you don't want, kicking it back and away from you. Then we're going to plant the right foot down onto the floor. Coming onto the ball of the foot, dropping down through the heel. Inhale, guide the hands up towards the sky. We're inviting crescent pose into our body today. Front knee is stacked on top of the ankle. The right hip is nicely opened. Now on our inhale, we're going to sweep the arms down to our side. Extend the front leg. Exhale, come down. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. One breath, one movement. This is a really nice grounding option. We feel the pressure of the top front foot really anchoring itself into the earth, grounding itself there. We're noticing the ball of the back foot. Last one. And exhale, reach both hands up towards the sky, lift the sternum, drop the shoulder blades. Turn the back foot back to the edge. Heels are aligned, find warrior two. Turn the gaze forward between the middle finger. Open up through that right hip. Anchor now into the right foot in the back. Nice and flat foot onto the earth. Front leg nicely aligned with the knee. Draw the shoulder blades down. Reach forward. Exhale, come into your reverse warrior. Now maybe your hand reaches down the leg. Maybe it hooks onto the hip. Whatever feels good. And then swim the left arm down towards the left leg. Extended side angle. This straight line of energy from fingertip to leg. Open up the side body. And then guide the right hand down towards the floor. Curl the back toes. Inhale, bring both hands back up towards the sky, finding crescent. Now this time, we're going to shift our weight into the left foot. Guide the right foot all the way forward and release the hands to the side. Good job. I'm going to come back to the front of the mat, or the middle of the mat, and we're going to do tree on the other side. So this time we're going to anchor in through the right leg, create some roots through the sole of the foot down into the earth. Shift the weight into the right. Maybe bring the left ankle or heel towards the right ankle, shin and or inner thigh. Now you might feel a little different from one side to the next, and remember, it doesn't matter. We just invite the differences. We accept them, we invite them for what they are. Doesn't define us as someone who's wibbly wobbly. Open up your arms. Press down through the right foot. Maybe soften your gaze a little bit. Soften your shoulders. Soften your thoughts. Soften your heart. Bring your hands down. Maybe to your hips, maybe to the side, whatever feels normal and organic for you. Bring the left knee to that 90-degree angle. Shift again to the side. Find that nice little angle here. Come back, press that left leg back. Kick away whatever it is you don't need. Bring the arms up, plant the left foot down on the floor, coming into crescent. Front leg stacked over the ankles, left heel dripping down towards the earth, open the chest. Inhale, guide the hands down to the side, extend the right leg long. Exhale, bend the front knee, reach the arms to the sky. Circle, open, and extend the front leg. Exhale, bow into it. Circle and open. Exhale, bend. So it's a really, like I said, a really nice grounding sensation. Press the feet into the floor. Keep it connected there. Draw your focus on something in the room. Circle around. And up. And around. 2 more. Last one. Now find your crescent pose. Adjust the back foot, adjust the arms, find warrior 2. Just shift myself over to the other side. Drop down through the shoulders, anchor in through both feet. Think about that nice landing of the left foot. Turn the gaze between the pointed finger and the middle finger. Reach forward, grab whatever you need. Reach back, extended side angle. Press the right foot into the earth, open up through the right hip. Inhale, swim the right hand to the right knee, left arm reaches up and over. Long line of energy, fingertip to leg, fingertip to toes. Side body, open the chest. And then drop down through that left arm. Both arms reach up, curl the back toes under, come right into your crescent pose. Drop the shoulder blades. Now you're going to lengthen and come right towards center. Extend the arms, open up the chest. Take a breath. Exhale, round the spine, come down all the way to the floor. Open up wide, feet are at each respective ankle, corners, heels are in. Place the hands down onto the floor and you're going to walk the hands gently behind you, all the while taking the crown of the head and dripping it down towards the earth. Press the hands and the feet into the ground. Just notice. Take a breath. One more deep breath. Empty out your thoughts. And then walk your hands to the front of your mat. Frame the front foot. Drop down your right knee down to the floor, and then bring your left knee down and find yourself in tabletop position here. So starfishing the hands, opening up. Press the hands into the floor. Lift the crown of the head right on top of the spine. Inhale, arch the low back, lift up, find cow. Exhale, pull the belly in, turn your gaze between your knees, press the hands into the floor, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, open, arch the low back, lift the heart. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, arch, let the belly drop towards the earth. Exhale, round. And one more time. And around the spine, turn the gaze between the knees. Good, come back into your neutral spine. You're gonna kickstand the left leg out to 90 degrees and then reach with the right leg nice and long. So we're coming into a supported side plank here. Left arm is gonna press into the floor to support the shoulder. Right arm is gonna reach out top towards the sky. Pull the belly in. Reach tall. Lengthen through the crown, and then if it feels comfortable, take the right arm, find another side bend here. Side opening of the body, reach in opposition, fingertip to toe. Maybe notice a little different sensation here with a little less weight on the foot. Can feel a little different. And then as you're ready, take your right hand all the way up and over, and then give it a nice little rotation here. And one more time. And then bring the right hand down. Bring yourself into your tabletop position. Press back into child's pose. Arms are extended out long if that feels comfortable, or rest them at your sides, resting the forehead onto the floor. And as you're ready, press up into hero's pose. So sitting up just on our knees, lengthening through the sternum. Find a little bit of length here. We're going to inhale to guide the hands up towards the sky. Exhale, swim the hands behind you as you press up into your kneeling position. Guide the hands behind you, open up the heart, find a gentle heart opener. Shoulder blades lift away from the heart and guide down the rib cage. Hands are reaching away, if there's room for that. And if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always place your hands at your top of your hips and just open up the chest. Hold and open. And then as you're ready, release the hands, come down and sit up on your heels. Good. Now we're going to come into tabletop position. I'm just going to shift myself over. We're going to kickstand the opposite leg. I think I did my left leg. Now we're going to kickstand the right leg. Bring the left leg long. Right hand now rests on the floor. Press the hand into the floor. Extend the left arm long, beginning in our supported side plank. Pull up through the abdominals. Stack the crown of the head onto the spine if that feels comfortable. And then if it works for you, you can reach with your left arm up overhead, framing the crown. Again, noticing this long line of energy from fingertip to foot. And as you're ready, roll the left hand down to the floor. Come back onto your hands and knees. Knees are going to spread out. Fly back, come back right one more time into child's pose. rest the crown of the head down to the floor, let the heart rest down towards the earth. Settle our breath. And at your own perfect pace, come up onto your tabletop position and let's come onto our sits bones. We're going to begin with our knees bent, about hip distance apart. Our knees just on the back of the knees, lengthen through the spine. We're going to roll down about halfway. Open up through the clavicles. And I just want you to lift your right foot. And I want you to notice how this affects the left side of the body. And we want to have a gentle feather touch behind the right knee just to kind of support the hip flexors a little bit. And then drop the right foot down and bring the left foot up. Notice how this affects the right side of the body. And then bring the left foot down, bring the right foot up. Hold it here. Then let's meet the left with the right, or the right with the left. Find yourself in this boat pose. Open up the clavicles. Rob, don't be mad at me. Okay, now release the hands. Hold here. Hold it, we got it. And as you're ready, bring the hands behind the knees, slowly guide the feet down to the floor, and then begin to roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your knees in towards your chest with you. Hug it in. Lengthen the back of the low back. Spread the shoulder blades down onto the floor. Maybe create some circles with our knees, just moving through the hip joint. And maybe reversing the circles in the opposite direction. Our feet to 90 degrees. So knee and hip are nicely aligned. Arms are going to widen and open the chest. We're going to guide the knees over to the left side. Maybe you're shifting your left hip a little bit over to the right, just so that you can stack up the joints, the hip, the knee, and the ankle. And think about lengthening through that top leg. The right shoulder might lift a little bit. Don't worry about it, it's totally okay. And maybe your gaze is towards the right side of the room. Come back to that sense of grounding that we had at the beginning of our practice. Breathe in and just let go. Soften the shoulders. This time. Now the right shoulder may want to lift, and that's okay. Maybe turn your gaze towards the left. Reach to the left knee. Soften your throat. Wide as your mat. And we're just going to windshield wiper our legs over from one side to the next. And a little bit of movement through the low back, through the hips. Now I know we're nearing the end of our practice. We're going to go into but take this few moments, if you can, as it's part of the practice to allow your body to rest. So as you're ready, come back through center. Extend your legs should that feel comfortable, or maybe knock your knees together in constructive rest pose. Open the palms, perhaps to give and receive energy. Maybe place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and ground into this energy that you have within you. And for the next few moments, let everything around you disappear. Let it just be you. Let it just be your mat. Let it just be the present moment. Press the palms. Remember the energy that swirls around us. Remember the grounding that's always available to us. Gently bow your head towards your hands and reflect upon the intention you set at the beginning of your practice, one that can come with you for the rest of the day. Let us close this practice with a deep cleansing breath. Press the palms as we extend the arms up overhead, and then release the breath. May your heart always stay warm, and may your smile always stay broad. And may the light that shines in me always honor the light that shines in you. Namaste. that we were able to practice today. I'm gonna take a quick swipe of the screen. I usually like to hear, maybe if you wanted to text message me or email me and just let me know if there was any issues with regard